Okay,
All right.
Rock and roll.
we are as well. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, welcome to the August meeting of the Pelican Marsh Foundation Board of Directors. Paul, will you call the roll, please? Certify the quorum and offer proof of minutes.
Yes, proof of notice was posted as required by statute. Today we have Matt Barger, Karen Gilmartin, Jim Carter, Steve Burke, Mark Cassia, and Pat Tepke present here in person, and Nathaniel Monks through Zoom. So we have a full quorum.
Very good, thank you. May I have a motion, please, to approve our last meeting's minutes?
So make the motion to approve.
And a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, so a couple things to talk about this afternoon. First of all, we note that Jerry Carbone has resigned as the foundation treasurer, and we offer our thanks to him for his 5 months of service. He aided us in our transition from the new board starting up in March to the present time. He was instrumental in helping us face the issues of the construction project and to get our relationships cemented with the finance committee. It was really a huge benefit to the community and to the board for Jerry's to offer us the service when he was already so overloaded. His plate is really full. Anyway, we appreciate it. We're grateful. Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you, Jerry. And one more thing I just want to say, Jerry, if you're around, please stop by anytime. You're a treasure trove of information, and we appreciated everything you did.
And just as a related announcement, on the recommendation of the Finance Committee and the approval of the board, the appointment will be ratified today. Nathaniel Monks will be serving as the treasurer of the foundation starting today.
Steve, do we have to vote on that?
We do. We have to ratify.
Okay.
That'll be under new
Okay.
business.
Okay, sorry.
Next item is a construction update. We have received a phased permit from the county. And we are, as you guys have probably seen, the construction has already started. They're framing out the area where they're going to be pouring the floor. And so there's a lot of stuff going on over there. We are hoping to have our full permit within a week's time. And that will keep us relatively on time in terms of the construction phase at this point. Now, we do have some potential issues with weather and the supply chain. As everyone knows, the situation with the supply chain, secondary to the COVID problem, has been severe across the country. We anticipated this. The last board also anticipated this. Some stuff has been done ahead of time, but we are at the mercy of Mother Nature and the recovering supply issue. So we'll see how that goes. Right now, everything is looking good. Our new court lighting, LED lights replacing the badly corroded current fixtures, will be probably going in September. It looks like that's online. And the negotiations are ongoing with our food vendor. And so this is all looking positive at this point. This month, Paul will be delivering the treasurer's report as Nathaniel is out of town. So Paul, I'm going to turn it over to you for a treasurer's report and the foundation.
Okay, let me get that on the screen. Okay, so the foundation continues to be in a solid financial state through the month of July. Our overall revenue and expenses continue to run better than our budgeted expectations. The fitness department, however, is still trying to catch up from the earlier year impacts of the lower class participation due to COVID issues. But we made adjustments and to help mitigate that loss moving forward. The collection of resale fees continue to be very strong. Through July, we've now collected 136 in resale fees, which is 36 more than we budgeted for the entire year of 2021. We also have another 16 potential resale fees coming to us with the current sales applications we have in our office being processed. These strong resale numbers have put the foundation in a great financial position to fund the capital and reserve accounts for the investment for the future, as well as maintain and upkeep our existing infrastructure. Okay, this page you can see, it's a snapshot of where we began the year with our cash and the operating capital and reserve funds, and how these counts have grown as the revenues have been received and expenses paid out. You see we have very solid totals for the year ending, or for the ending cash totals at the end of July. Next page just gives you more detail analysis of the resale fees we've collected to date and how it has positively impacted the capital and reserve funds. So in closing, just want to reiterate that we've had a solid first year financially, half a year, and we have very much confidence that we'll be able to continue that trend and momentum to the second half of the year. And as a reminder, all the treasury reports with their supporting detail are posted on the Pelican Marsh website for review. Are there any questions on the treasury report?
No questions. Thank you. Well, Paul, why don't you just go ahead and give us the manager's report.
Okay. So as everyone can see, it's been a very busy summer so far around the community center, especially with the construction of the new F&B facility we have going on. As construction starts to ramp up over the next few weeks, please take extra care when entering or exiting the parking lot in the community center and follow all posted directional signs as certain sections of the parking lot may be closed. With this new food and beverage facility, now for the members, it's only therefore fitting that the members should have a say in naming it. So next week, we'll be sending out an email to all residents asking for their suggestions for naming the facility. After all suggestions are received, a committee will categorize them and come up with the top 5 suggestions sent in by the residents. Those top 5 suggestions or names will then be put into a survey and sent out to all the members to vote on. And then the name receiving the most votes will be announced as a winner and the name of our new F&B facility. As Steve mentioned earlier, another big project happening is the replacement of the court lighting. When that happens, we will send out notices to the members, notifying them that certain courts will be closed that day to allow for the lighting replacement to happen. At this month's CDD meeting, which was held last week, it was reported that the last phase of the median landscape project along Pelican Marsh Boulevard, which is from Goodlet Frank Road to 41, should be completed by Labor Day. They also reported that a contract is being finalized with their selected builder to replace the entry gates. And once that contract is finalized, renderings and designs for the new gatehouses will be presented to the membership to view. And they also want to remind that the CDD meetings are held every third Wednesday of the month at 9 a.m. here in the community center. As always, we encourage residents each month to provide us, the foundation, with their emails and all other contact information so we can keep them up to date and informed with what's going on and happening around Pelican Marsh. Members are also encouraged to register on the Pelican Marsh website so they can have access to meeting minutes, forms, and other important information about the community. Please see Linda or Monique in the admin office to provide them with your contact information so you can get registered and connected. And lastly, our staff is here to serve in any way we can. We always are open for suggestions and comments, and we strive to make sure everyone has a great experience when here using the facilities at the foundation. And that's the report. Any questions?
Paul, was the CDD going to have renderings of the front end, of the gate entrances, including the gatehouses that can be posted here in the community center?
They haven't mentioned that, but the plan, they did say that once the contract is finalized with the builder, that renderings would be available. I assume that means that they'll give us maybe posters like they did with the landscaping project to post in the center.
Jim, that's a very, very good point, though.
I mean, if we really need to have that so that we have the ability to help communicate this major change to the aesthetics of this community.
They did mention that they are going to put together a committee, which would be made up of some members of Pelican Marsh to help guide them in deciding which design to go with.
So the final design's not been decided.
No, they will present design options. The committee will then go through, which will be some members of the community decide which design fits best for Pelican Marsh and go with that.
Do we have a timeline on that?
They have not mentioned that, but I will ask them to update us next meeting.
I think that's critical. I really do.
Well, good question if I may. Are they gonna change the signs at the entrances as well as the gatehouses?
They have not mentioned the sign, the monument signs they have not mentioned, but I can certainly follow up on that too and ask if that's included in the design work.
The last meeting I was at was they were just redoing and getting rid of that old thatch look. That's the last I heard from them. So I don't know.
Thank you. There being no old business this month, we'll move right into new business. 9.1 is the ratification of the appointment of Nathaniel Monks as the Foundation Board Treasurer. May I have a motion?
Move to approve.
May I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And the motion carries. 9.2, approval of the Design Review Committee written report. May I have a motion to approve?
I move to approve.
A second, please.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And the motion carries. Do we have any board member comments?
I have one request, respectfully request, that on 9/11, we post the flags all along our driveways. It is the 20th anniversary of 9/11. A lot of people have forgotten, or don't even think about it. I will tell you, I know where I was and what I was doing the day of 9/11. And I think it's time, particularly with what's going on today, for people to wake up and remember the day that America was attacked. And it's not over. So my request to the board was that we would post the flags all along the entrances.
Okay.
I love the idea, Jim.
I do too.
I do.
Do we need a resolution, Paul, or can we just
No, we'll just make it happen.
Let's just make it happen.
make it happen? Thank you, Jim.
You're welcome.
Any other board member comments?
Steve, I just see Mark Solenko's name there with his hand up. I don't know if he's on Zoom and he has a question.
Thank you, Pat. Paul?
There's nothing online for Q&A.
Hand up.
Yeah, I do too, but that's.
All right,
Do you have a question?
hold on, I
Wait.
can bring him in, I can bring him into the meeting.
Okay.
Going on with it. He's on the committee, food and beverage.
Yeah.
Okay, Mark, you can speak.
All I wanted was to observe the meeting. I really have nothing to say. Steve took all my thunder.
Well, we miss having you here, Mark.
I know.
Are there any other board member comments?
There's one I wanted to just table out there, and it's not right now. Should we up the fee?
Which fee?
The sales, the resale fee. We're
Uh,
doing very, very well right now. And I like where everything is going. And I'm only asking the question. I don't want to throw it out there to the board, just out there like a nuclear bomb, but I do want to just have the thought process that we should keep it in the back of our minds.
Well, there has been some discussion at Finance Committee about this issue, and the Finance Committee does support raising the fee. And so we're currently thinking about this, and
Okay.
I think we're probably this month ready for the whole board to start thinking about it.
Okay, fantastic.
We'll move
Thank
in
you,
that direction.
Steve. Thank you.
Are there any resident comments?
Hello. It's lonely out here.
It's August.
Like standing room over here.
No, this is the spouse
I tried to get Rucky to join me, but he said, I'm not. And Wallace said he'd be online on Zoom.
Okay, well, he's here then. Are there any resident comments on Zoom?
Nothing online.
Okay. So, given that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I so moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.
All right.
All right.